It's Tuesday 25th February and the markets ended on a mixed note after a volatile session. Market breadth remained weak, with more stocks declining than advancing. Let's take a look at today's key market highlights. The Nifty slipped 5 points to close at 22,547, while the Sensex managed a modest gain of 147 points, ending at 74,602. Market breadth remained weak, with 2,259 stocks declining against 1,670 advancing. Sectorally, metal, PSU Bank, and realty stocks faced selling pressure, falling 1 to 1.5%, while auto, media, and consumer durables saw modest gains of 0.5%. Bharti Airtel, M&M, Bajaj Finance, Nestle India, and Titan led the gainers on the Nifty, providing some support to the index. On the flip side, Dr. Reddy's Labs, Hindalco, Trent, Hero MotoCorp, and Sun Pharma dragged the market lower, reflecting mixed sentiment across sectors. The rupee weakened 0.6% to close at 87.21 against the US dollar, marking its worst session in 3 weeks. The decline was driven by importer hedging, NDF expiry-related demand, and broad weakness in regional currencies. Traders noted that the RBI likely intervened to limit further losses, as risk appetite took a hit amid renewed US tariff concerns. Tata Capital's unlisted shares jumped 20% in 2 weeks, surpassing 1,000 rupees as IPO anticipation builds. The company plans a 23 crore share offering, targeting a September 2025 listing. Strong financials and regulatory mandates drive investor interest. Adani Group's CFO compared its risk management to a mini America, emphasizing self-sufficiency without external capital. The $100 billion investment plan for the next decade will be funded entirely by internal cash flows. Key businesses, including Adani Enterprises and Adani Green Energy, will drive growth. With a 12-month EBITDA of 86,789 crore rupees, 10.1% YoY growth, and projected cash reserves of $118 billion. The broader markets lagged behind the benchmarks today. The Nifty Midcap 100 declined 0.62%, while the Small-Cap 100 slipped 0.44%. This underperformance signals cautious sentiment in mid- and small-cap stocks amid broader market volatility. Gold hovered near record levels at $2,939 an ounce after hitting $2,956.15 on Monday, marking its 11th all-time high this year. Safe haven demand surged as US tariff concerns fueled market uncertainty. Investors now focus on the upcoming PCE inflation report for Fed rate clues, with $3,000 emerging as a key resistance level. White Oak Capital Mutual Fund has launched the White Oak Capital Equity Savings Fund, an open-ended scheme investing in equities, arbitrage opportunities, and debt instruments. The NFO is open from 25th February to 5th March, 2025. The fund aims for capital appreciation while maintaining lower volatility compared to pure equity schemes. With tax-efficient benefits and a balanced allocation, it offers an alternative to debt-oriented funds and fixed-income instruments. SEBI has cautioned the public against purchasing properties linked to HBN Dairies and Allied Ltd, citing disruptions in the auction process. The regulator noted that certain individuals are spreading false information, impersonating SEBI officials, and trespassing on HBN properties, misleading potential buyers. In a recent notice, SEBI urged the public to avoid dealings with any assets connected to HBN, its directors, or affiliated entities. Axis Bank is considering selling a majority stake in Axis Finance, valuing it at $900 million to $1 billion. The lender is working with an advisor, but no final decision has been made. Axis Finance, a wholly owned subsidiary, provides corporate loans and real estate financing, supported by Axis Bank's funding. And that wraps up for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest market insights.